How's it? Today is Friday, November 18th. Look, it's my brother. I'm lifting on Maui at home, um, at the club. I think that's what it's called. It used to be the 24-hour fitness. I think I lifted here. Oh, for sure I lifted here in July when I came home most recently. Um, but yeah, I am trying to essentially repeat what I was supposed to do last week Friday when I encountered the worst training session of my life. I guess I didn't encounter it. I created the worst training session I've ever had in my life, and that is 97 snatch, which I ended up missing, I think 7 times. And because I'm lifting in pounds, of course I can't load 97 exactly. So 97 is 213 and something. So that is essentially right in the middle of 210 and 215. So I'm gonna load 215 just because if I end up making it a single time, that would mean that technically today is better than last week Friday. And yeah, today was better than last week Friday. Um, I had I took the flight yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, 2 days ago on Wednesday. And when I came home, I basically just did nothing for the entirety of the day. And then yesterday, I drove around the island with my friend who's getting married, and then one of the other groomsmen who's also one of my best friends, and then another guy who also was one of my best friends. He ended up showing up, but um, I ended up sitting down for quite a bit of the last 2 days. So I think honestly that usually is not a great sign, but I feel like it did help me a little bit. I definitely feel like my legs are not as strong as they were last week, but I still was able to execute better today than last week for obvious reasons. Um, One thing that I was actually worried about today, as far as this training session goes, was I didn't know if this area in the gym is level. So I wasn't sure if it would affect the way that I lifted. And I think it is not level, but I also don't think it affected the way I lifted. Really roundabout way of saying that. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy, honestly, with the way that today went. It's my last warm up set. A little bit off, but um, better than last week for sure. Better than that 190, I think, or sorry, 200. A little bit off. Definitely closer for that lift than I was with any of the lifts last week, I think. And then this is a result directly of me missing the first one. So a little bit too far back, a little bit too far forward, and then this third one I do make. Plenty of height. You can see there I'm actually only on my left foot at one point on that. And then I say, is this not level? Um, that was when I thought it mattered the most. Woohoo! That did not look very good, did it? Um, you know, it is what it is, and then this one is a fail. So, I'll be happy with that, to be honest. My elbow didn't hurt there, so that's great news. My brother is judging me. Um, it was 3 misses overall with 2 makes, which is better than 7 misses and 1 make. I think that's percentage-wise, that's a lot better from an empirical data standpoint. Moving to clean and jerks, I was so tired at this point. I didn't want to actually do 3 sets of 1 plus 1. I honestly was like, if I just do one, I'll be happy. Just because, again, last week, all those snatches that I missed did contribute to my inability to produce any clean and jerks. It contributed to my inability to produce any cleans, so I didn't even have a chance to jerk. So that's a thing that I don't say very often. But I was able to do 2 cleans today. I missed the first jerk, and then I came back and reattempted. The first clean, I think my upper back was giving me a little bit of issues, but um, if I just kind of like set myself up for success moving forward by catching the bar a little bit higher and riding it down, or I guess what's the word, cushioning it, um, meeting it better, then it's a little bit easier. You'll see here. So that's my last warm up, and then this is my 270 first attempt. Yeah, you see that kind of disconnect between me actually catching the bar and being able to like strongly squat it up, I guess. Yeah, and then just going in for that dip, I was like, oh, this is gonna hurt. And this clean, the start position is a lot better than the one I missed for sure. Much quicker as well. Um, yeah, and then I make this jerk. This jerk is actually pretty solid. I think so 122 was the goal from last week. 125 is 275, so 3 kilos down is like 269, 268, 269. I love training with my brother. I think he knows how I lift, and a lot of times like when it needs when I need support, he's there, and when he knows that I don't want to be distracted, then he also knows as well. So um, I'll always enjoy lifting with him. But yeah, overall today was much better than last week. It wasn't super awesome, but a little bit higher in weights and a little bit more made lifts. So that's all we care about. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. Wedding is in 2 days, so we'll see what happens next day. Thank you for watching. Shoots.